Good morning, my YouTube viewers. It is Palestine here. Welcome to my channel. And basically, I'm making a video that's the day after my trip to Bournemouth. And so I wanted to talk about some other things, except to say that I spoke to my boyfriend about his friend. And, I told him that I don't really like being told who I can be friends with, because his friend said that, well, we should distance ourselves from our Sikh friend, and I don't like being told who I can be friends with. And my Sikh friend doesn't have anybody because he's too much for most people to handle, which you probably guessed if you watched my video yesterday. And then so we were planning on going back to Bournemouth in 2 weeks, and then after I made the video, I just told my boyfriend that if all we were going to do is sit in a pub and we were going to go to the beach and I was going to sit there and watch everybody's things while they went swimming, then I don't really want to go. It's not an effective use of my time. I've got other things to do. Like at the moment, I'm studying Power Pivot, so I'm taking a break. I'm taking a break from my Excel until August because I want to enter a Kaggle competition, and then after that I'm going to start working on an advanced Excel course. And so in order to prepare me for the advanced Excel course, I'm studying Power Pivot, so I can use my time a lot more efficiently and effectively than going to Bournemouth and sitting in a pub, which is not really something that I look forward to, and then going to the beach and sitting there all day long watching people's things while they go swimming. So my boyfriend said we don't have to do that. And then my boyfriend, we talked about it because my boyfriend's friends is second cousins with his ex-partner, and she's really nasty. I just touched upon it very briefly yesterday. She's very nasty, and she gets a kick out of causing trouble for people. And then when I saw how hard-hearted the friend was, then I just decided that it's something in that bloodline. Obviously, I can't say the name, but I'm going to look up that name and see if it's part of the Illuminati, see if it's part of the Illuminati bloodline. But I think it's probably something in their bloodline where they just got in a nastiness. And I'm not happy about that. I know that my Sikh friend is a handful. I know that because the lady who runs the Way Ministry could only deal with him for about an hour, and then she brought him back to me, and so basically that's the outcome of my trip to Bournemouth. It could have been better. I mean, normally when it was just my boyfriend and me, we normally just went walking around the town, looking in the shops and stuff like that. But I haven't got any money to go to any shops anyway. But normally we would have walked along the beach, but we would not have actually have been on the sand. We would have been on the sidewalk along the beach. And so now I've got sand all over my floor because we were walking in the sand. And I don't think we would have gone to a pub. We may have gone to a coffee shop like a Starbucks or something like that. But I don't think we would have gone to a pub. And definitely we just would have been walking all afternoon, which we didn't do that yesterday. So we didn't do what we normally do when we go on these, my one-day holiday, because when I go visit my boyfriend's mother, that's not a holiday. And so that's what we've got. And then yesterday when I was speaking to these people about my Sikh friend being mad at me, I did say to them, I said, I've got problems of my own. And I do have problems of my own, because if you looked at a couple of videos ago, I was talking about an incident that happened in my day job. And obviously I can't say what exactly happened, but it had something to do with somebody taking a picture. I don't know if they took a picture of me or if they took a picture of something that related to me, but it was to do with taking a picture. And so basically I got told off. But the thing is that coming in, I got told off. But the thing is that there's a policy that you're not allowed to take pictures. So whoever took the picture was violating policy as well. And so my problem was that I hadn't been adequately instructed on what to do. And so I'm really upset about that. I have a lot of anxiety about going back to work because I made a video talking about what happened. And although I went through and I made that video private, I still feel really anxious. I feel anxious about going back to work because I got told off. And although I've been working there for more than 10 years, I haven't only been on a permanent contract of employment for less than a year. So you're still on probation, you know? And then so basically, I don't feel good. I don't feel good about going back into my day job. I feel full of anxiety, you know, because I need the money desperately. I'm in very poor health, and I'm not going to be able to get another job unless it's someplace really close or it's remote. I might be able to get another job working remotely, so I might be able to do that. And so I don't feel good about going back into work tomorrow. But another thing that I want to show you was I went to Poundland the other day, and I saw a dress that I really liked, and I thought it might fit me because I got this dress here, and it was a 16, and it was of a style that it might fit me, i.e. it doesn't have a waist. So this is the dress that I got, and I haven't worn it yet. I paid £10 for it. They had this red, and they also had it in a blue, and I tried it on over my clothes in the Poundland because they don't have a dressing room, and then it fit, you know, so I didn't have to get an 18, but it doesn't have a waist, so I can't wear anything that has a waist. I can't wear any kind of tailored clothes anymore. Those days are over, and then so those days are over, but I thought it was quite nice, so I'm going to wear it to work. It's a dress. I can wear it with leggings, and it's a style that I can get into, i.e. it doesn't have a waist. And then another top that I got, I don't remember if I ever showed this, but this is a top that I got at Poundland too, and it was on sale too, so I haven't worn it yet. I'm going to wear it this weekend, and I guess I felt I could afford it, so I went and looked at their sale items, and it was on sale, so I went ahead and got it, and it was actually a pajama set. It was actually a pajama set, but the pajamas, one, I didn't want it as a pajama set. I wanted it as a top, and two, the pajamas, the bottoms would have been way too big for me. So I gave the bottoms to my boyfriend to sell on Vinted. So those are the two things that I got at Poundland recently. And the thing is that, you know, they're not giving clothes out at Queen's Arms anymore. And because they're not giving clothes out at Queen's Arms anymore, I have to buy clothes. But generally, I buy my clothes at Poundland, and there's this cheap shop called Swag that is across from Poundland, and sometimes I go to Primark, but I only go, or charity shops, but I can only go shopping in cheap shops. And since Queen's Arms isn't giving clothes out anymore, I have to go buy cheap clothes because that's all I can afford. And so that's it really. And I wanted to tell you about my anxiety about going to work. So I have a lot of anxiety about that. You know, I need the job desperately. I'm not going to, you know, my pension is going to be pennies. So I have to keep working as long as I can. And so I need the job desperately. And so I don't feel good about going in tomorrow after this person has taken my picture and complained about me. So I've got somebody in the next room and they're talking. I don't know what they're saying. So I'm going to go ahead and close this video. So if you like my video, please like and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching my video and taking an interest in my very pathetic life.